Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'll be doing the Sunday show. We're going to be looking at some charts. We're going to focus mainly on your requests. We'll give you guys the floor so you can ask your questions and we'll go through the chart, see if there's any value to be made. Let's manage the risk and see what areas are high risk and what areas are more low risk. Again, everything I say is not financial advice. This is just my passion I want to share with you so you guys have as many different ideas and making your informed decisions yourself. So welcome in everyone. I see Martyn is here and he says we're going to hit 15,000. Will we hit 15,000 subs? That would be very cool if we do. So if you are here, please do hit the subscribe button. We are very close and it'll help a lot. And if you have just joined me from the beginning, do hit the like button. Welcome in. Jose Quintana says, most definitely Martyn, if not today, tomorrow for sure. No, I'm confident we'll hit it today. So make sure we subscribe and I'm sure we can hit it today. I do have the live counter here. So we're on 14,916. So let's see how high we can get this before the stream ends in an hour or so. So I'd like to see this moving. So if you've just joined, hit the subscribe button. I want to see this roll over. So thank you, everyone. Okay. What should we start with? Let's go back to the comments, see if anyone new has come in, and then we'll get started. Henrik says, hi all. Jason Fallon, good day. Amazing. Welcome in. So I think best to start with maybe some commodities. We can start with gold. Again, as you know, I'm quite bullish on gold. It's, I've mentioned a few times, it's more of a long-term trade. Even though I think this year we can see sort of a 20% push on gold. Just to repeat, we've sort of been knocking at this door a few times. One was in 2020, one was in 2022, and one has been quite, one was in May of 2023 and one was quite recently, sort of this month and November. We did break through, but obviously the first time we did say if we break through, we're probably going to come down. So now we want to see some strength. We want to see us firstly break the 2048, then 2075. And then I think very quickly we'll hit the 2200. And I think once we get the momentum behind us, 2400 could happen within weeks of breaking the 2074. So that's looking good. This is the cup and handle structure from gold, and the measured move is actually a bit higher. You take it from the top to the bottom of the cup, move it to the breakout point, which is you can take it from there, and that's targeting 2800. So that is also a target. That's why we have this white line here. This line here, I think, was to do a Fibonacci level. Yeah, it's a 1618. So that is why take profit areas around that 2400, 2500 area. So gold is still looking good, very strong. Looking at silver. Silver has been, it's held up pretty strong. It's gone very sideways for the last sort of 4 years, 3-4 years. After its move up in 2020, it hasn't gone much higher and it's just gotten sideways since. Again, if gold does push up, I think silver might potentially have more gains because its all-time high is at $49. So that's what we'll be targeting if gold does go to $2,800. If it goes to 2,400, then maybe $44. And then once gold does hit those all-time highs at around 2,800 and stays there, then silver could break out and maybe we see $100 an ounce for silver in the next couple of years, which would be pretty good. That's a 4x on a very high market cap commodity. Is there anything else? And then we can look at oil. Again, oil we've been saying is a buy at around $66. So we'll look at US oil. Yeah, so it's looking strong. It does look like we've got some bullish divergence. So you sort of take it from there. It's a higher high on the actual price, but when you look at the RSI, it's a lower low. So sell exhaustion, um, meaning it's sort of a chart term, this bullish divergence, meaning it does mean we're going to make, it's more likely that we're going to go higher. So again, the target for oil is targeting those $95 and maybe coming back up to $100. So it is looking strong oil, and we've broken that trend line. So the momentum is now shifting, and oil is looking good again. Um, is there anything else? Bitcoin dominance. This obviously is how much of the crypto market cap is in Bitcoin. As we said for a while, there's accumulation structure around here, sort of breaking upwards. Um, yeah, and I expect this to go to anywhere from 55 to 60%. Um, Basically meaning if Bitcoin goes up in price, altcoins won't go up as price as much. If Bitcoin comes down in price, altcoins will go down further, or if Bitcoin stays the same price, altcoins will come down in price. So it does seem like Bitcoin's the safest option in the markets currently, even though it is pretty inflated at the moment. And the VIX volatility index is very low. It's that sort of historical low areas where we do see spikes up. So it has come down to 8 before, but all in this range. It's quite. I think it's pretty high risk to be in stocks because the volatility hasn't spiked up yet, and it hasn't spiked up in a while. And normally we do see these spikes when we are at these low levels. So that's something else to take into consideration. Let's have a look at the comments. Can we have a look at Re? Let's have a look at that. Re Automotive. I don't like it when the chart looks like that. It's just, it doesn't give me a lot of faith at all. And we'll look at that in a second. Mitch is here. Hi, Jason Fallon. Bitcoin ETFs worth it yet? Um, I think Bitcoin ETF at this point, especially if you can get it on an ISA or something tax saving, is just nice to start dollar cost averaging into. Um, it's certainly better to buy it now than it was um, when it did come out. Can you please analyze Alibaba? Yes, of course. How are you feeling about Bitcoin's ETF? I mean, I'm very happy that there is a Bitcoin ETF. As we said on the show, it was very much sell the news event. On the Sunday before, we said it's going to spike up when it comes out, and it's going to be lower price next week than it is today, and it was. So it's highly anticipated. Again, I don't like to buy any IPOs or anything like that. It's basically the first time Bitcoin was on the stock market. Um, it's definitely better to buy it now than it was before. So yeah, I feel good about the Bitcoin ETF. Caden Yonkers, thank you for the question. Brick Mark, hi all. Henrik, where do you see SBC going from here? Okay, so we'll look at Re, then Alibaba, then SBC. If you did see Martyn's comment, we're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. We've got 14,916. So if you have just joined and haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you have something else to subscribe with, I want to see this number go up this stream. So please do subscribe. This will update live. So we're on 14,916. And if you have just joined, please do hit the like button. Do you agree with high valuations of 125k for Bitcoin? Yes, I do. We can go into, we'll talk a bit more about Bitcoin after we go through these requests. So the first one was REE. Yeah, so when you look at a chart like this, it doesn't fill you with hope. You know it's maybe a meme stock or something that's gone wrong. This is not what a company's chart should look like, a stock price. So you see right off the bat, you know it's pretty high risk to be in the stock because look at the history, it's just down, down, down. Sort of IPO'd at 315, went all the way down to 100, popped back up to 227, and then it was in a downtrend for the whole of 2022. Bottomed at 6, and now we're looking at where we are now. So again, technical analysis with these very small market cap coins is very much sort of the day trading ranges of where's the highs, where's the lows, rather than being able to do many midterm trades. What's the market cap? Yeah, 61 million. So very small market cap. Um, I'm just going to put in some levels and you can decide what you want to do with the stock. And again, since you've requested it today, we can always look back on it and see how the stock performs. So again, that's the area where the capitulation happened and you went down from sort of $30 straight down to 9. And here you bounced off a few times. So it was regarded as support for a while until you broke through it. Again, the all-time lows are down here. I don't want to go any higher because it's probably won't reach those prices anytime soon. Let's go into a different time frame, the daily. Yeah, I mean, currently I seem to be converging on 2 trend lines. Let's see if we can draw them in. So you've got this upwards trend line, which you want to hold, because if you break the upwards trend line, then on sort of the daily time frame, you're looking at a few different supports you can come back down to. Then it's very much so this is the upwards trend line that you're holding on to. If you sort of break through this, then you've got a few levels that your stop loss could be placed at, maybe under 440, under 374, and then you'll probably be coming back down to these lows at put this accurately at sort of 229. You do have this sort of converging of trend lines, so there is a chance that you do break upwards from this, and that would sort of consist of you come to the end of this, and then your target sort of $8, maybe even keeping an eye out for this target over here as well, which could be sort of here as well. There's there's a long and a short in play, so it's let's see how this breaks out. Obviously, right now the trend's been up, so be careful the trend doesn't change, and if the trend does change, you know what levels to be stopped out at. So you want to take a screenshot of those levels to add into your strategy, please do. Um, the upper limit is sort of the upper bound is 835, where you're looking to take profits. And then 229 is sort of worst case, with these levels in between where you can take profits or had your stop loss. Let's have a look at the next one. What was next? Alibaba. Oh, here we go. We're in the buy zone for Alibaba. To bring this to attention. So we've already done the technical analysis on this. There's this one little trend line here which we're looking to sort of break. Once you break this, then the momentum sort of shifting on our side. RSI is pretty low, which is a good for us if we're trying to get into the stock. Yeah, so it's in a good level. I mean, it's something to realize is that the stock can come down to $60. So it's in the DCA buy zone is what I like to call these areas. It's not a specific level, but it's the level we've been in into the past. I mean, realistically, the really low risk areas to buy Alibaba is sort of that $60. But before we've sort of bounced off here and gone to 122. So it's in the DCA buy zone for Alibaba. If you want to play it more low risk and you'll be buying it at around $60 rather than now. But once the stocks come down this much and your profits have gone up and your revenue's gone up about 5-6-fold since 2015, and you're the same, we're at the same valuation we were before, then it's definitely a good buy. I did look into Alibaba a few months ago, and all the numbers looked good. So it does look like a good buy, and it's not a silly stock. It's a $184 billion market cap. So this is, I know a lot of people here like to buy the small caps, but this is, you can make a good, I know it's also a Chinese stock and some people just refuse to buy it, which is fine, but I think diversifying is good. you can get a good 3x back to the all-time highs. So, and that's for a fairly large cap, fairly safe stock with Alibaba. So yeah, it's looking good. Again, if you're day trading this, then you might want to start taking some profits. So we want about $100. Let me move this actually. Don't ruin the chart. Oh, I don't want emojis either. So I've got the levels at 101, 120 as sort of if you want to take some profits quite quickly. And again, $60 is probably the low areas. If you might break quickly below $60, and that'd be the really great buying opportunity. Yeah, that's Alibaba's looking good. Not much has changed. We're still in the SPY zone. And the next one was SBCE. Let's see the other comments before we do SBCE. Again, thank you all for joining. Please do hit the like button if you have just come in, and we're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. So if you've got any way you can subscribe, please do make sure you're subscribed. Let's see those numbers go up. Do you agree with high valuations? Yes. Good evening, Sensei. Good evening, everyone. Hello, James 007. Welcome in. Nice to see you here again. Craig, good evening. Niels is here. Um, Hi, Greg. Good afternoon. Hi, Lance. We'll have a technical analysis test in 2 weeks. Warm me up, Sensei. Amazing. What do you have that test for? That's interesting. Good luck to you, Niels. Yes, let's get you warmed up. Lance is here. Jose says thank yous. No worries. Ed Spitzer, hey folks, Martin, instead of birthday song for me tomorrow, can you do a stock review to help with list maintain? Oh wow, Ed Spitzer, I'm sure Martin will do that. Wow. Happy birthday to you. Is it today or tomorrow, your birthday, Ed Spitzer? Not that I'm going to sing you happy birthday, that's not what I do. Roten cheese. Sensei, look at Curve. It's done a double bottom on the Bitcoin pairing, and USDT pairing has not pumped. Rising TVL as well. Curve, we'll look at that after. I mean, but we normally don't because you're not a member, but if we have time, we will. When do you think the recession may come? If it's on the card, I think it's on the cards. It sort of creeps up on you. You normally have the fear before where the search term goes up in past recessions. We can look at the Google Trends in a minute, but that's about, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. We had that term being thrown around. So I think it'll sort of creep up on us. I still think Q1 of this year, and obviously it can just not happen as well, which might be quite likely because of the election year. That wouldn't look too good, will it? So we'll see. I still think it will. That's Spitzer tomorrow. Okay, good. Trading, investing, curious in Amsterdam. Oh, was this? Oh, that's very interesting. Nice. So good luck to you. Tell us all about it. If you ever want to call into the show. So let's look at SPC because that's the next request. Actually, we'll also look and see if anyone's subscribed. 14,916, and we're still at 14,916. This hasn't gone up. I'm sure we can do it. No, I'm sure we'll get some movement this show, so please do subscribe. I want to see that go up. So again, this is SPC chart. Always like to show you. Let's zoom out a bit and see how many times this has been pumped and dumped. So always be careful with this stock, SPCE. So yeah, we hit the target pretty well at that 264 level. That was the target from the 150. Happened pretty quickly in a matter of sort of a few months. Went up 100%. Hit the target, and then unfortunately the trend really sort of started breaking. If we go into more of the daily, this is why I'm here, just to show you trends. This was a high risk area, this was a low risk area to be in it. And then this purple line here was sort of the real uptrend, which broke down. So this last chance to get out was at about 236, and then this trend line broke at 223. We went up, tested it, came back down. We can sort of get rid of this. You can see the back test of this area. But what we're looking at now is to see if we sort of hold this 184, 186, this area here, this little white line here. It's basically at 184. If we break through that, then I'm pretty confident we'll be coming back to down to 150. So that's the line in the sand, 184. Let's see how we react. If the day closes above there, then we're fine. If the day closes below that, then more likely than not we're coming down lower. Again, if we hold it, then you can have quite a nice trade back up to the 236. There is this trend line here, so if you extend it a bit, we might be only bouncing up to the 213. Again, there's not really a trade to be taken now. This is the area to sell. This was the area to buy. This is the area to really do nothing. If you're still in it, if you didn't sell, then you hold here. If you break 184, then that might be your stop loss. So let's see how it goes. There's not much to be said at 184 though. There's been more interesting levels. So 184, line in the sand, break below it. I think we're going lower. Let's go on to the next. Curve. Let's look at curve because that's got me interested. So this is against the USD, sitting around 47 cents, near the sort of the all-time lows, I assume. Yeah. So how high has this gone in the past? $6. Nice, a good 10x on this. And then now let's look at the Bitcoin pair. Maybe we need to look at a different one. Bitfinex. So there's a double bottom on the. Is it very much on the week, on the daily, or on a more long term? Let's look at it on the daily. Yeah, I mean, it's not too much. It's not a very strong double bottom, but I know what you mean. It could be a short-term trade, to be honest. So there is it is holding it, and the US. I mean, the Bitcoin pair. I'm not going to go up it too much. For the Bitcoin pair, I like to see more of a long-term double bottom being sustained rather than a day trade. And the US dollar pair is obviously at some sort of low. RSI is pretty low, so might be an area to DCA, and obviously the gains can be made with this in the bull run. Again, it's an area to be trading, probably not. It's just if you like the coin, it's an area to be adding to your bags. I'm not going to do a full analysis just because you're not a member, but thanks for um, bringing that in. Hey Neil, let's look at the rest of the comments. Oh, natural gas, that's the one. There's quite a few natural gas ones, and they always seem to be differ. I always look at the natural gas spot by Pepperstone. Is that the one I look at? We can look at the natural gas futures. Let's have a quick look at the natural gas. Is there a specific one you like to look at? Maybe the ticker symbol, because there's natural gas futures. I don't really trade natural gas, so I don't never know which one's the best. Or there's the natural gas Pepperstone. Can go off this. So we had a good spike and then came back down. There was an uptrend, which is good. RSI's cooled off, which gives you another buying opportunity. And obviously that was 2020 when the gas prices came all the way down. I mean, it's pretty good value, to be honest. I mean, $10 is where we were in August. Hmm. I mean, you'd like to buy it in this range here. These two white lines have drawn down here, but you are in an uptrend, and you are sort of at the lower end of the uptrend here, coming back to this trend line here. So it looks like it could be a good buying opportunity. Is it more of a trade, or I don't know if you can just buy this for your portfolio? And then on the upside, this is where you're looking here. Um, oh, like that. Yeah, you could have another chance of it coming back up to this 346 level. It's not a clear buy. There's an uptrend. There's not a clear sort of get into a trade now. Um, but it's not looking bad if you're already in a trend. If you're already in a trade, you might be looking to take profits around $3 to $3.50. Is there anything specific you want to look at about this chart? Are you already in a trade, or are you looking to buy? Because I don't think it's the best buy. There's nothing too clear to indicate that this is a buy at a low risk area. A real good buy would be between 1.8 and $2. This is dollars, yeah. Okay. Let's see if we ticked up on subscribers. 14,916. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Got a surprise at the end, a special fun premiere. Amazing. So we'll be finishing on the hour, and we'll see what Martyn has prepared for us. It seems to be a premiere. University way better than these programs. Sleep well. In a couple hours goes Whacker. I don't know what it's saying. Mitch. Okay, take a look at fun. Fun. Let's look at fun. Crude oil chart looks good. Yes, we did go through that. Plus, issues in the Middle East got worse today. 3 US servicemen died today. Yes, we saw that. It's not good. Okay, let's look at Funware before we look at the next request. So Funware popped and actually hit the zone indicated here at 0.48. Haven't seen this chart in a while, actually. Trend line broke through. Yeah, actually no, we did look at this, didn't we? I think we did look at this last week. Oh yeah, we did get the pop back up. We were wondering if we were going to come back up, and we did. So again, the take profit was there again. I love these charts. I love it when I'm right. Yeah, because we saw it pop up and we said there's another chance we can get the rest of your profits out. We're probably going to visit it again. Okay, now that we have visited again, it's probably going to start fading away, to be honest. We might even start seeing a gap fill around 0.007. So that was the area to get out. The momentum seems to be coming down. It went up too quickly, so it goes up that quickly. You're probably going to see a lot of people take profits, and the people that made it pump up this much are probably going to start taking their profits. So maybe leave some in, and if you've already taken, probably would have best been taking all the profits out there. Obviously, it's easy to say that now. Let's say you didn't take all your profits out, you took some profits, you'd still be in. You can hold some and see if it does start going sideways, then the next target it probably might come back down up to 0.48. But I think it's probably going to start coming back down now, actually. The RSI is too high. It needs to start cooling off. So it's either going to go sideways or down, in my opinion. Again, at this moment in time, there's no trade to be taken. It's in the middle of a zone. There's not much to be taken. Um, if you do like this stock and you like what it does, you're sort of probably going to look at it. This is sort of the case you want to see is it sort of start accumulating around here, taking one more sort of move up, and then start going to all these areas. That can happen, but it's just the RSI is so extended, and you got that double top now, so it's probably not going to start really quickly going up to the next levels, but it might accumulate and start going up there. Is accumulate the right word? Consolidate as well. Um, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, crude oil we've been looking at for a while. Was a good buy zone for a while. UEC. What's UEC? UEC. UEC. What is that? Oh yes, uranium. Good. Let's have a look at that. Market cap of Uranium Energy Corp is pretty big, 2.9 billion. No, wow. Yeah, this looks like a much better stock. It's not just down. You are at all-time high areas though, so it's not a place to be buying in, to be honest. I never like to buy in at these areas. Even though diversifying into all these different areas is I recommend. It's just that when it's over inflated, it's not good. Very, it's been in this range its whole lifetime since 2006, oscillating between 80 cents and $7. It's done it a few times. One, two, three, sort of four times. So again, this below this area is a low risk area. So let's just show you. This area is low risk. Sort of this top half is high risk, and this is one of these stocks that seem to oscillate. So unfortunately, it's not in a buy area. It does seem overextended. You can not to say that it's going to come down to 80 cents ever again, because it seems to have consolidated and moved up in a better way this time. What it can mean, it can come back to its heart line. So if you sort of do a parallel channel, let's just say from there to the lows, the sort of heart line, so the level in the middle basically is here. So that if you're trying to wait to 0.8 cents, it might never come, but the heart line might come in play. So $3.90 might be a good area to buy. Again, this might push up to $9-10. It's not, if you lose this 743 level, then you're more likely to come down. But if you hold this level, you're actually pretty likely to come up to the $9.36. Again, it's not a trade to be taken, but if you're already in a trade, then you can hold it for the 936. One thing to sort of be aware of is this very steep uptrend. You want to hold the steep uptrend just because that's what the momentum is, and once you start breaking these steep uptrends, then you can start coming down. So keep an eye on it. Obviously, it's not a perfect line moving up. Maybe it is more on the daily. You sort of just want to more or less keep this uptrend and not go down below it too much. And you also want to keep hold of the 743 level. If it does break, then the next area to buy might be sort of 450. Yeah, it will be much lower around these areas here. Let's see the Fibonacci. Let's see what the target is. Yeah, the target is still around that $9. Yeah, looks good. I like that chart better than some of the other ones. Yeah, crude oil. We've been looking at that. Oh, you've been long since 69. Nice. It's been one of the ones we've been looking at. World Premium. World premiere at the end of the show just for fun. Yes, I look forward to seeing that. Let's see what the title is. Virgin Galactic. That would be interesting. Virgin Galactic news song. SBC stock. Ain't no place in pleasing you, Martyn Lucas Investor. Okay, interesting. We'll see. We'll have a look into that after the show ends in 39 minutes. 14,917. Nice, we got a subscriber. Amazing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you have just come in, please do hit the like button as well. But we've got one subscriber. Pastors, we have looked at SBC. We'll look into it again, maybe in 10-15 minutes. But we have looked at it, so you can rewind it and try and find that. Please check Neo. I don't like it. Oh, actually, the rest of the chart didn't load. It looked like it was just like that. That's like another stock that just goes down. Yeah, it's just the Chinese car manufacturer, isn't it? 9 billion market, good. Let's just do some quick drawing. All-time low. IPO. Yeah, I think that should be sufficient for now. So again, the reason I chose where I put the lines is because this is basically the all-time lows. This is where it IPO'd at, and you can see it was obviously IPO all the way up, and then it was support, resistance, coming back down to it now. This area here was where we popped up after the IPO. People probably thought we're going back to the IPO prices, and a lot of people got wrecked. That's why the price came down so much. People capitulated there, and then you can see it sort of correlates to here, and then again this is the highs of the 2023 and also the highs of 2020 before it went up crazy. So we'll go off what these trend lines are saying. Obviously in a bit of a downtrend now, RSI is pretty low. So if we move this up to sort of here, which is not the IPO, but exactly the lows there, the support there, sorry, the resistance there and the resistance there and the support here. Let's see if that correlates. Yeah, we're very close. It looks like a good buy, to be honest. I mean, why wait for a sort of 50-cent movement? It looks pretty good. I mean, obviously the chance of it all coming down if you break the, I mean, it's very low risk. You can set up a buy and set up a stop loss. Let's just say buys. Let's just do it as a trade. So you bought it there. Ooh. So this got me slightly excited because it is actually an area of low risk at the moment. So let's say it comes down a little bit back down here. And I'll actually show you what I mean by sort of DCAing out of a position as well. Okay, so you could be buying now and then having a stop loss, not too low below it, so 530, somewhere around there, maybe just under the IPO price. Something like that you're looking at. Let's put these all looking good. I mean, ideally you'll be buying it at 590, but it's not worth losing a trade over that. So if it comes down a little bit lower, it's worth buying. And then you sort of buy, and then you have your own levels. So what your first sort of, let's take 25%, 30% off the trade at $9, another 20% off at $10.50, and then let's just let the rest ride and sort of take it at $16 if we ever get there. But you can see in the historic sort of area where there's support and resistance, so you can take the trade. The RSI is very low. Um, and it's looking like it's oversold. We've just had a pop up, so people will want to be having a second chance to take their money out, and investors will be pushing the price up. So that's what I would do if I wanted to get involved with this stock. I'd be buying it with a stop loss. I think you've requested two. Let me see, what was the other one? Foxer. Yeah, yes. I'm just not gonna. Technical analysis won't do much on a $2 million market cap company. Wow. Once upon a time, this was $100. Now it's 28 cents. It just keeps coming down. More likely than not, it just keeps coming down and it becomes bankrupt. Foxo Technologies is not something I would do. How can your first request be pretty good and the next one just be absolutely terrible? Thank you, Sensei. I've got 3,500 units of natural gas, hoping it goes up in price this week. Markets open at 11 p.m. tonight on natural gas. Hoping it's jumping on opening. Oh yes, good luck. It's pretty volatile and it's at a pretty low sort of level historically. So that is congratulations. Let's hope it does open pretty nice. I love it when a market opens and it pops up like that. If it does pop up quite quickly, then always take profits because it normally comes back down. Craig says, can you help? Can you help us turn on your EMA? Oh yeah, for TradingView. So what did I do? I just went on indicators. There's so many different ones. So you go on indicators. Let me see which one I have. So it's this, but oh, you can't see it on my screen. So it's the button a few along where it says indicators. And you find the indicators, and then you can literally just type in EMA and see what comes up. Um, let's just say we just choose any, the top one, EMA, and then you can press settings, and then you can choose. So whatever strategy you like to use, you might want to use a 50 EMA. Sort of choose it on the close, and it's a simple moving average, and how much you want to smooth it out by, and then you press OK, and then you can see that line there. I think it's that one, isn't it? Yeah. So because I've already got the 50 moving average here, it sort of is exactly the same. So you can input it, and obviously as you change your, why is it not on the 3-day? Oh yeah, here it is. It's up here, it's all the way up here. The simple moving average is at 42. It's never going to come up there. Yeah, sorry. So if you change it to the 3-day, then it's obviously going to do the 3-day 50 moving 50 the 50. So if it's, I don't know how to do it on a 3-day. Sorry, if it's on a week, then it's like the 50-week moving average. But yeah, if you have another question, let me know. Let me get rid of that one. You can basically choose any of the EMA ones and then just input what you want it to how many weeks or days, the moving average you want to smooth it by. Where's the cow music? The cow music. This one. The Irish music. I don't know which one the cow music is. Great. Craig says Cash in the Attic, the Sensei show. Further Sensei show to the Cash in the Attic. I hope the Cash in the Attic joke dies down. Pete Baker, hi Sensei, do you think it's worth starting a position in ASTS Space Mobile? ASTS Space Mobile. They're about to launch their 5 the first 5 commercial satellites in Q2, 3, and partnered with Google, Vodafone, AT&T, etc. Thanks. Earnings predictions for next week. Probably not very good earnings, I don't think. Oh, the average one, yes, that's the one. Oh, here we go. Martyn's now doing the cash in the attic stuff. No, 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 we can't give any publicity to that. Let's go and look at AST Space Mobile. Oh, brilliant. Now the whole chat is cash in the attic. Just what we want on a Sunday evening. Um, Space Mobile. So you think about starting position. There is sort of basically at all-time lows. So no, but not a terrible time. If they're just starting at your all-time lows, then a pretty good time to buy. Um, Start DCAing, start buying a position now if you like the look of it. It's at all-time lows, so looks good. Uh, As a buying opportunity, it's never been a better buying opportunity in terms of price. We still have cash in the attic, and it's just taking over the whole chat. Yeah, so let's have a. Oh yes, nice, another subscriber. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. We're trying to hit 15,000 in this show. Um, no, it's not working like that. Yeah, maybe like that. To be honest, it looks like a good buy. I mean, just some random trend lines thrown in from this low to this low to this low. You're coming up to it, and even from the all-time highs, sort of these highs there to these highs here, sort of converging. So it's sort of a buy area. Just because it's all-time lows, it doesn't mean it won't go down lower. It is a good buying opportunity, and especially if you say it's just starting out and it's a fairly small 699 million. So yeah, if you've read into the company, you think it's a good area. The chart says it's also a fairly good area to buy as well. But I wouldn't put it all in. I mean, you have to be prepared for it to suddenly. Okay, a launch. These companies are very scary. I mean, one launch fails, the stock price drops 50%, or it goes bankrupt. We saw it with Virgin Orbit. Um, God forbid it happens with SBC, but you would understand what would happen to SBC's stock price if something went wrong on a flight. It would go bankrupt. So again, you can sort of space out your buys. Maybe buy 50% of the position you want to buy now. You have a 25% at 150, because that's where the Fibonacci is telling us. So keep an eye out on it. Might be worth buying now. Thank you for the suggestion. Cash in the attic. Ray is my pick for SBC stock. Luna. For a space stock, not SBC stock. What am I saying? Yeah, there's nothing too interesting about the chart. Pretty, again, all-time low, so it looks good. Why is cash in the attic banters even come about? I'm not sure, MSK. It's all to do with Martyn. You know what he's like. Uh, Jason Valley, can we look at Tesla, please? Yes, let's look at Tesla. Let's also look at the subscriber count. 14,917. Nice. Very close to 15,000. The growth is amazing. That's the wrong one. Martyn did a poll on his show once, MSK. Yeah, he did a poll on which one suits me best. Well, there's some terrible options. And yeah, Craig, apparently it's where Sensei hides most of his fortune. Yeah, I can confirm that. I don't even think I have a loft. Or an attic, sorry. Neil's PayPal chart if you have time. Yeah, we will have time. We'll look into it. Let's look at Tesla first. Here we go. We knew it. We knew it. Tesla's coming down. This was the target. It was the most definite target. We said it's 180. So we're here. Again, this is an area to sort of DCA into a position if you don't have one already, but I would be cautious. 126 is next if we don't hold it. Just one more lower high. Look at that. Let's copy paste this and we put it here. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. lower high. So let's see where the next lower high is. I assume it will probably be somewhere like that. um, yeah, I mean, yeah, at 183, some support here. We break 183, you're coming down to 126. So keep some cash on the side to buy at 126. Get that cash from the attic and leave it on the side for 126. Again, 183, that might be it. But if you break 183, that's your next buy zone. So a little buy zone at 183, buy zone at 126. And I don't think we'll go any lower than that. Worst case, we might. No, I don't. I actually really don't think we will. I think we're in a good level. I think 126 will be the lowest we go. I mean, worst case, $100, but 126 is a sensible area. It might only even be 150. But yeah, keep an eye out that if we can put one of our small lines, something like, yeah, let's put that. Keep an eye out for 150 as well. Yeah, I don't think it's going any higher. I think it's just going to be lower highs until we probably get to 126, 150. I mean, it might bounce. It's been oversold. People really like Tesla, and retail buyers will always buy at any opportunity. So keep an eye out. It might hold 183, but if it breaks 183, then expect 150 and 126. PayPal was next, wasn't it? You know what he's like. I'm crying. Sorry, Martin. Chili's, Chili's has a nice around the bottom. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. Martyn Lucas Investor is Sunday's night TV on the BBC. Yes, that's how we came about it. Niels is laughing at Martin. MSK says, was fearful that this young blood sensei would take over and wanted to set Sensei up for to never overshadow him, I reckon. Yeah, that's exactly it, MSK. Trim for the top, no. I take some cash from the attic. Yeah, there's no point trimming from the top. You just get more cash from the attic. Nicely said, Niels. That's exactly how it went. MSK. Oh god, there's cash in the attic. Let's go back to some charts. Let's go to PayPal. Well, what even was the PayPal news in the end? It's probably pretty bad, wasn't it? Looking for, I mean, as I said, it's probably sell the news sort of thing. What was? Yeah, it came up to that target we were talking about. The trend line didn't really break through, did it? What even was the news that was going to change the world? I didn't even catch it. If anyone knows what the CEO was on about news to change the world, it wasn't anything to do with X. So what was the news? If anyone knows, PayPal. It's just not now looking at it, we've sort of just messed up because it's not really big news, I mean, you want this trend line to break. To be honest, you're running out of time. This trend line needs to break, and then you're coming up to 76, and 103 is the top sort of area you're going to. But the issue is it's going sideways for a bit too long. So I would definitely have some powder dry to be buying this if we come down to this sort of $42, $50 level. But to be honest, at this point, it's not even in a sort of a trade zone. You break this trend line, then I become more willing to argue a case for it to go up. So just keep an eye on this sort of trend line. It's not the most perfect trend line, but it just does indicate that the trend is changing. Because right now it's still in a downtrend. So yeah, let's see if we break it. And $76 is the target, but definitely keeps the money on the side if we come down to $42. Tesla 126 would be great. I regret not buying it. Oh, Eric B, so great to have you back. Oh, am I lagging? I just saw myself lagging. So great to have you back. Nice to have you in the Sunday show as well. 126 would be great. I regret not buying last time it was that low. Yeah, well, let's see if it happens. Let's keep some cash on the side. I'm literally crying, Lon. Who needs comedy? Great to have Martin here. Nichols, it was pretty good actually, but it didn't shock the world apparently. It was pretty good. What was it? What was the news? Sensei, will you buy a Tesla bot in the future when they become available to the public? I assume it would probably. I mean, I buy all the new technologies. I spend my money on all that sort of stuff. So probably, but they'd have to have a good 0% finance deal. James W. No, that's what you just said. Neil said PayPal turning into Amazon. Basically, that's the update. Oh, let's look into that. Let's see if we've got it on the Financial Times. Let's see what. Where is? There must be on the Finance PU. Let me just type in this ticker symbol PUY. PL. Why is it not on the Financial Times? Okay, we're just gonna just search the internet. News. Let's look at Reuters. We'll quick read through that in a second. PayPal turning into Amazon. That's the update. I think Rocket Lab will be getting close to Martin's cost price tomorrow. Worth buying more. Wait for it to drop even lower, especially with the second launch delay early. Rocket Lab, we've been trading that so well actually. If I may say so myself. I'll show you the chart. I mean, this is what happened is capitulated. I think was it which one was it? September? Was that when we were trading it? Yeah, I think so. Came down very low, bought it, sold it around $5, came back to the buy zone, and then sort of took it up to that $6. So I think Martyn's average will be much lower, to be honest, around more around the 4 to 4.50. So again, not much from Rocket Lab. Like don't be surprised if it comes back down to that $4 range. I mean, you're expecting it to at least come down to 4.50 for that gap fill as well. So 4.50 is very much in the cards for Rocket Lab. Ads and receipts. Ads and receipt profile pages for business cashback offers. Interesting. The PayPal news was helping businesses leverage AI, e.g., suggesting purchase of items. Right. This is exactly. Do you think PayPal and Robinhood can be considered institutions? um, institutions. What is the definition of institutions? Why is my? Let's make sure I spell institutions right. Oh yeah, nice. Okay. An organization having a particular purpose, especially one that is involved with science, education, or specific institutions definition, finance. And financial institution is a company engaged in the business of dealing with financial and monetary transactions such as deposits, loans, investments, and currency exchange. I guess so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're big enough for it, aren't they? And they do most of those things apart from, I mean, Robinhood gives basically loans, doesn't it, with its margin? So yeah, I guess it does. That's it. Cashback offers is a big one. Amazing. Yep, what she said. They uploaded a 2 minute long video on YouTube, but if you want to watch it, Sensei, sorry, it's 17 minutes long, so you can't watch on the show. No. So I can't watch on the show. I can watch on the show. I can do whatever I like with this show. We can watch it for 17 minutes if we like. Sensei, do you do trading full time or do you have another job? And you always ask this, MSK. I answered you last time, I think. Um, on the side like me. Oh, so basically I do some trading. I've sort of gone off it now because it used to keep me up at night a lot. So I like to just educate people now and do it in my free time and more like swing trade and try to build portfolios. So I do have other jobs on the side. So um, So yeah, I do. 300 million customers, leader in fintech. That's an institute. Oh, 300 million customers, leaders in fintech. That's it. Was that what? I don't think that's what institution means. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if we can find a shorter video. Let's go on YouTube. No, we have to end the show in about 10 minutes so we can there's a premiere coming out. Let's just see if there's PayPal news. Let's have a look at CNBC's. Let me know if the volume is okay and is it playing? Let me see. Yeah, let me know if the volume's okay or if it needs to be louder or if there's any other issues with it. Oh, I can't hear it myself actually. Why is that? Oh, I've muted it. Okay, that hasn't worked well. I thought we were playing it through system audio. I just realised it was playing through my microphone, and when I turned my microphone off, that didn't work. Why does that happen then? Sorry. Yeah, I just realised. Sorry guys, I just seen that. Why does that happen then? Sorry guys, I see it in the comments now. That hasn't gone to plan. Um, System audio. Does it work on here? Okay, well, that was a failure. So I'll sort that out for next time. I don't think that was saying too much. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way and see the news article. Zoom in at least. January 25th, PayPal is launching a new artificial intelligence-driven product as well as one-click checkout feature. The company said on Thursday as its chief executive tries to inject new life into the payment giant. So it is good news that the stock just didn't react. So again, it's better when it's that way around. It is the first major announcement under Alex Chris, who joined PayPal in September, new CEO, so he probably wants to make a good change to the company. And the new products are another example of how companies are trying to tap investor enthusiasm for AI, which helped drive US stock market. Investors hope Chris, who was previously a senior executive of a software company called Intuit, will revive PayPal stock, which is down more than 22% since January due to margins which have underwhelmed investors. Chris has called 2024 a transition year for PayPal and has promised to grow revenues beyond transaction-related volume. The data that we have and our ability to actually see what people have bought and know what merchants are trying to target, that's where I think AI is a huge opportunity for us. The outcomes of innovations are promising and should improve customers and merchant experiences. That said, we do not think that the investors will view any of them as groundbreaking new information, but instead initiatives that they would have expected the company to already been working on. PayPal said it will this year roll out a platform that uses AI to enable merchants to reach their new customers based on their prior shopping history using data through from the roughly $500 billion worth of merchant transactions it's processed globally. Interesting. Merchants will also be able to use a separate AI-based tool called Smart Receipts to recommend personal items to shoppers in their email receipts, along with a cashback reward. PayPal is introducing a one-click checkout feature called Fastlane, which is in early testing, has accelerated checkout speeds by nearly 40%, along with new features for Venmo business profiles, the company said. Amazing. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's small things, but the small things do matter. And again, they've got a lot of data, so they might as well use it the best they can. I can't hear anything. It wasn't that shocking news. Yeah, it wasn't shocking, but it's good. I mean, I don't know why they said it's going to shock the world. I mean, it's a bit weird that they said that. You know, you know what, Sensei? I reckon you have a slight knock of um, the tennis player look on your side profile. Lol. Thank you, MSK. I'll take it as a compliment. Niels, it is their large customer data is their moat, so an AI-driven platform is a good direction. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, if there was a company that's going to implement AI, it would be someone who's got tons and tons of data. So yeah, looking good. I mean, with PayPal in terms of the stock price as well, I mean, I guess it's just more of a DCA moment rather than a sort of an all-in moment, where $42 might be, or even $50. Anyway, I think we're coming up to the end of the show. Let's play the music. Let's remember that the link is here. We need to go and see this. I think it's going to be an interesting video. 7 minutes. Actually, let's do it. Let's turn this off. Oh, let's turn it off and let's wait another 5 minutes. So then we go directly into 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll end the show. He wanted the stock. He wanted to shock analysts. Yeah, it was. I don't know why he did that. That was weird. Let's have a look at. Oh, we haven't even looked at crypto today, to be honest. Let's go look at some crypto. Bitcoin again. Remember, we sort of sold it off here. We did hit. We hit 38,000. Yeah, we did. Wow, we hit 38,000, and now we rallied back up. So I think it's probably a. So the issue is the GBTC. Obviously, it was trading at a very big discount. Lots of people bought. Now they can get rid of their, and no one wants to sell because they would be selling their Bitcoin for a massive discount. Now the ETF is here, the Grayscale ETF. Now they can sell. So there's a lot of selling pressure coming from that, along with sort of the sell the news event. So I think Bitcoin is probably going to keep coming down. To be honest, my target's sort of $35,000. So we'll see how that happens. So Bitcoin. I still wouldn't be buying it now. XRP, I mean, these altcoins are still coming down as well. XRP's had a bad week. Actually, we saw it go below 50 cents. So again, everything below 50 cents, I think, is a pretty good buying opportunity. We are still holding this trend line. But yeah, anything below 50 cent, which is pretty likely to happen now, it's a nice buying opportunity. What else is there? Ethereum, we saw 2,600. Again, 1,800 is the next target on that. If you are still here, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's behind there. What else is there? Chile, someone mentioned earlier. Yeah, I wouldn't get into it. It's still too high. What drink am I drinking? It's literally just water. Sometimes I have coffee, but today it's just water. Sensei and Martyn. Exclusive. Only 4 of these in the world. I have 2. Martyn has 2. and no one can ever get them. No, not Monster Energy. My trading days in the night are behind me now. That used to be the drink of choice. Do you look at the day US dollar index to try and US dollar index to make analysis? No, do you look at the DX? Yeah, I do look at the DXY, but just out of curiosity, and obviously, the stronger the dollar is, the market doesn't really perform as well. It's when like the DXY is in a downtrend, it's when like Bitcoin and others do well. But yeah, the DXY is at a very sort of important level. It's 103. It's you trade at it. You either go above it, you go quite a bit above it, or you drop below it, you go quite a bit below it. And we're sort of contesting that resistance support area now. So it'll be interesting to see if it acts as resistance or we break through the resistance and sort of head back higher to sort of 107 area. Red Bull is Monster's better, I think, just because it has a bit more flavour. Red Bull, you can get different flavours, I guess, but I prefer Monster, even though I probably have Red Bull more. Does Martyn not send? No, there's no Sensei mugs in the store, unfortunately, James. It's a very exclusive club. Okay, 3 minutes into the premiere, so let's get the ending music on. Let's give you the link. It is also pinned as well. See how many subscribers? 14,918. Looking good. Let's see if we've hit 15,000 by Monday. Red Bull Tropical, yes, that's a good one. I think Monster Energy just has a lot more flavours, and for the price, you get much more. Okay, amazing. We've come to the end of the show. Really enjoyable show. Thank you all for all your requests. That's all we did really. We just went through we wanted to get through a lot of your requests, so that's what we did. We looked at gold, silver. We looked at everything. It's been a good show. We've got through a lot. You should hold a competition with a Sensei mug for the prize. It's either a $100 giveaway or a Sensei mug. That's how exclusive now. Yeah, maybe in the future. James, we will. Thank you for the idea. So remember that there's a premiere. I think this show will take you directly to it, or just click the link. Let's see what Martyn's new song is. What was the title again? No Pleasing. Virgin Galactic new song, SVC stock, Ain't No Pleasing You. That's interesting. I'm intrigued. Let's see what it's all about. I'm not drinking much energy. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's probably not very healthy. I've heard a lot of bad things. Thank you all for tuning in. I might call into Martyn's show this week, but if not, I'll see you again same time next week, Sunday, 9 PM UK time. Thank you for the live show tonight, Sensei. It's much appreciated. Thank you for coming, James 007. I wouldn't do it without you guys, so thank you. But until next time, alright, thanks. See you, says Niels. Until next time, guys, take care of your money, take care of your stocks, take care of your crypto, take care of yourselves, and definitely take care of each other. See you next week. Thank you for joining. It's been a great show. Thank you, James and Niels. You're always here. And Craig and Craig. Sorry. Thank you all. See you. Bye bye.